5 categories of Toyota Tacoma owners. Which category do you fit into? Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Robmotive. And that's right, I think there really are 5 categories of Toyota Tacoma owners. I'm going to tell you which category I fit into towards the end. Now, first off, I want to say I did a video about a year ago talking about the 5 different types of Toyota Tacoma owners, but I've sort of refined that a little bit. You know, the longer I have the truck, the more my perception changes. So we're going to run through the 5 categories today of Toyota Tacoma owners. Now, before I do that, real quick, if you haven't before, make sure you smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. So let's jump right into it. The 5 categories. Number 1, the serious off-roader. You know, and these are the folks that sometimes jump all over us other category people. So what is a serious off-roader? Well, they're the folks that buy a 4-wheel drive Toyota Tacoma, lift it, put the bigger wheels and tires on it, and take it out and run it through its paces. Now, ideally, that's what we'd all like to do with the Toyota Tacoma, isn't it? I mean, I'd really like to do that. You know, run it on the trails, put it through its paces, use it for what it really is capable of doing. But you see, not everybody, including me, is willing to do that, number 1, not on a $40-some thousand truck, and number 2, may not have an opportunity to do so. I mean, if you don't live somewhere where you have access to an off-road park, like one of those 4-wheel drive parks, or you know somebody that has maybe some land or a field or something, or maybe you own it, where you can go out and rip around. So it's not really always available for everybody to be a serious off-roader. Number 2, the weekend warrior. You know, for a long time, I fell into that category. And what that is, that's the person who buys a truck, a Toyota Tacoma, but doesn't really need a truck except for little projects and things. You know, maybe on the weekends you want to run to the Lowe's or somewhere and pick up some wood or maybe some stones or maybe some dirt, bags of mulch, stuff like that. Maybe some posies, you know, that you want to plant around the house, make it look good. That's the weekend warrior, kind of like a project truck. Nothing wrong with that. The Toyota Tacoma is certainly capable of that, and it can handle any of that kind of stuff. The 3rd category, the mall crawler, or the daily drivers. Now, I kind of fall into this category. I really fall into a couple, maybe 3 actually. But the mall crawler category, you know, that's the name that's been given to people who don't go out and beat the crap out of their truck. In other words, if you don't spend 40 grand and then go out and try to ruin it, you must be a mall crawler. You see, I disagree with that. I think it's kind of a derogatory term, really. It's kind of used to jab the people who don't go out and off-road and beat their truck. I would probably change that and more call it an asphalt king or an asphalt queen, depending upon what gender you've assigned to your Toyota Tacoma. But these are the folks that don't go off-roading, maybe never had any intention to go off-roading at all. You know, only 4 to 6% of people who buy 4-wheel drive vehicles actually use them as a 4-wheel drive vehicle. So really, there are a lot of us that fall into that category, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's your money. Use your vehicle the way you want to. Number 4, the business owner category. I kind of fall into this one too because you see I have a business. It's my YouTube channel or channels. These are the folks that use their Toyota Tacoma for business purposes. You might have something where you need to haul around stuff, use it at job sites. I know there is a pest control person, you know who you are, on the channel that uses their Toyota Tacoma for their pest control business. Awesome truck to do that. Gets decent gas mileage as trucks go. Comfortable, moddable, we'll get to that in a minute. and it is a Toyota Tacoma. But the biggest reason for a business owner to use a Toyota Tacoma is reliability. I mean, you want that truck to start when you've got to make it to that next stop, right? You're not making any money if your truck is sitting in the shop and you use it for business, but you can't. A great reason to use the Toyota Tacoma for business purposes. The fifth category, and I'm part of this category as well. So you see, I'm kind of a three-category kind of guy. The fifth Toyota Tacoma owner category is modders. People who buy the truck because they know that there are a lot of modding possibilities out there. In other words, things that you can do to the truck to make it your own, either as a hobby or as a business, like for me, or just because you enjoy doing it, kind of in the hobby category. It's one thing that the Toyota Tacoma has over almost every other mid-sized truck, excluding maybe the Jeep Gladiator. You know, I had looked a little bit when I was trying to decide which way I was going to go with the channel, looking at what was available for different trucks and what you could do and that kind of stuff. And I chose the Toyota Tacoma because there are tons of modding options out there for an owner who wants to do those kind of things. And they're easy to do. One thing I'll give Toyota with the Tacoma, they set this truck up perfectly for a weekend modder. You see, there's a lot of stuff that's just bolt on. It's very easy to do, almost intuitive if you're into doing mods. It's one of the biggest reasons I bought the Toyota Tacoma, and I love it. So anyway, those are the 5 categories of Toyota Tacoma owners. As for me, I fall into 3 of them. The mall crawler, I'll call it the asphalt king, the business owner, and lastly, the modder. Leave a comment, let me know which category or categories do you fall into? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, if you didn't in the beginning, make sure you smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. I do have 2 additional channels, Robmotive FST, all about full-size trucks, and Robmotive JT, all about the Jeep Gladiator. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.